If you were watching Bound for Glory tonight and you were expecting multiple title changes happening on this event, I hate to be the one to say, but you were completely shit out of luck. Only one title changed hands tonight, and no, it's not the title that everyone was expecting. This is your Bound for Glory 2019 pay-per-view review. This is also your second installment of Around the Point, and I say second installment because early in the day, hours before Bound for Glory, I went live here on the YouTube channel and gave you guys a live impromptu edition of Around the Point, where I gave my thoughts on the news regarding Eric Bischoff being removed from his duties in WWE, my thoughts on Mike Kanellis requesting his release from WWE after re-signing for a new 5-year deal, and why I have no sympathy whatsoever for Mike Kanellis. And also I gave my thoughts on the entire outrage regarding Marco Stunt following his tag team match in the tag team title tournament on AEW Dynamite. All that and more. If you've not checked that out, it's up in the video archives of this channel, so go give that a watch whenever you have the chance to do so. And as always, dorks, I am Steve. Thank you all for watching. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below, because why the fuck would you not? Give the video a big old thumbs up and share it throughout your entire social media platforms. Here I am, holy crap, my second installment of Around the Point, this time reviewing Impact Wrestling Bound for Glory. And I said this early on in the day, you know, literally early in the week. Let me take that back, right? Holy crap. Impact Wrestling's having a pay-per-view. I totally forgot about it. I've been out of the loop on so many things. And I watched the show tonight. And I gotta say this, okay? I was going into the show, I was expecting to crap on it. I was expecting to be like, oh my God, they did this, why did they do that, you know, whatever. But overall, I enjoyed the show. I really, really did. Don't get me wrong, there's some stuff that I criticize on this show. But you will listen, you'll hear, if you will, and I welcome your feedback as always. But overall, I actually enjoyed myself watching the show. And I really, again, want to hear your thoughts. Did you enjoy watching Bound for Glory and all that fun stuff? Let me know in the comment threads, or if not, let me know on Twitter at HeelSteven. So, this show, I'll say this right now, okay? Bound for Glory took place in Villa Parks, Illinois, at the Odeum Expo Center. I thought the setting, the scene was very good. My only critique was the stage. I felt like the lighting was a little dark. I just wish they had more lighting, but that's just me, of course. That's my honest opinion. But overall, again, I enjoyed myself watching the show. The show kicked off with a gauntlet match. I guess the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. 20 of the members of the roster competing for getting the opportunity to get a title shot of their choosing. This is like basically their Royal Rumble, if you will, their take on a Royal Rumble. The match started off with a hiccup. Eddie Edwards comes out to the ring, and then the signal goes off. The signal went off for like 10 minutes, it felt like, and people were complaining about it on Twitter. Oh, can you imagine if you were an asshole and you bought this shit on Fight TV and this happens? Like, what the fuck, right? And granted, you know, yeah, there was a hiccup like that, right? But even with that, I enjoyed the show. And it felt like, again, like Impact can't catch a break. It feels like when Impact tries to do something good, something bad unfortunately happens. And it's a minor thing, but still, you know, it's like, when can these fuckers catch a break? Okay? But during this match, some of the surprises in this match, as far as appearing in this match, if you will, Joey Ryan. So the signal comes back, and I see Joey Ryan in the ring. Joey fucking Ryan in the ring, having people grabbing his dick. How am I not surprised? And apparently, it's been reported later on in the show that Joey Ryan has signed a deal with Impact Wrestling. So yes, Joey Ryan is now part of Impact Wrestling. Keep this in mind. A while ago, Joey Ryan was in discussion of whether he'll be going to WWE or All Elite Wrestling. And when all that happened a while ago, Joey said that he was not going anywhere. His commitments are to the independent scene, right? And here he signed with Impact, which essentially, I don't mean to be a dick when I say this shit, but Impact Wrestling is considered, in some regard, in some scale, an indie fed. Granted, yes, they have television all over the world in some places, what have you, but still, it's considered, in the eyes of people, an indie fed. The same like Ring of Honor. I consider Ring of Honor and Impact upscaled indie, which is not bad. Upscale is not bad at all, okay? And then Joey Ryan, like 2 hours ago on Twitter, said the following in quote. He apparently quote tweeted SoCal Uncensored, who broke the news apparently. And this is what Joey Ryan said, and quote, "It made the most sense. Impact Wrestling has been the most consistent wrestling program on TV for the past 2 years. I get to keep all of my indie dates, and best of all, they let me be me." And holy shit, did they not? Did they ever let him be him? Oh, yes, they did. They had this guy have people in the ring grab his dick. They did this whole thing in the match where they're like doing a little chain thing where everyone's like grabbing onto another, right? And I seen Joey do this spot a long time ago, like at WrestlePro in Rahway, where it was a Royal Rumble match and Joey Ryan got in the ring and everyone in the match did a chain of grabbing each other's dicks, and then Joey Ryan eliminated everybody just like that. Everyone flew out of the ring. Joey was the last guy in the ring, if you will. And so they tried to do the same thing here. Also appearing in this match was Sabu, who looked old as shit. To me, I'm sorry. Sabu should not be wrestling anymore. That's just my honest opinion. Also in this match, you had Tommy Dreamer, because of course, Tommy Dreamer is in every fucking battle royal, every fucking gauntlet match. You want to book Tommy Dreamer? Put him in a fucking gauntlet match. Holy shit, why the fuck not? Jessica Havoc was in this match as well. Swoggle made a surprise appearance as well in this match. Also, a surprise appearance from Kylie Ray from All Elite Wrestling, the former All Elite Wrestling wrestler, if you will. Kylie Ray, Smiling Kylie, right? She shows up. People kind of went apeshit for it, if you will. Gotta remember, there was talks that she asked for her release from All Elite Wrestling, and now here she is on Impact Wrestling, which, you know, is not bad. Granted, at the same time, it hasn't been confirmed that she signed the deal with Impact. For all we know, this is a one-time appearance, and that's it, if you will. I mean, if Impact picks her up, not bad. If you will, another addition to that Knockouts division, why the fuck not? Actually, it'd be cool if they did, but we'll see what happens with that. The final three in this match was Mahabali Shera, Fulton, and Eddie Edwards, who, by the way, Eddie Edwards is now sporting dreadlocks. Fine. Eddie eliminates Fulton literally like that as he was running into the ropes. It was down to Mahabali Shera and Eddie Edwards, a one-on-one match, because apparently the last two guys in the gauntlet, it became the one-on-one match. And from what I saw on the YouTube clips, it looked like they were really pushing Mahabali Shera as this monster. Like, oh my god, like, well, force to be reckoned with. Someone that could be challenging, or could be at least a challenger, if you will, for a champion down the road in Impact Wrestling. And here, I feel like they just squashed him. Like, it's Eddie and Mahabali Shera, and Eddie just hits the Boston Knee Party, and that's it, 1, 2, 3, and it's over with. And you see Gama Singh just standing out there at ringside, like, what the fuck? Not even made an effort to interfere, to get on the apron, nothing. And again, you're pushing this guy sort of to be this monster, but instead it's like, okay, takes a knee, that's it, it's over with, move on. And now Eddie Edwards, not only did he win this, but now he gets an opportunity to challenge for any championship that he wants in Impact Wrestling. It could be the world title, the X Division title, the tag titles, or hell, maybe even the Knockouts title. I don't fucking know. But imagine that. Whatever. We then had the second match of the show, which by the way, I did enjoy the Battle Royal for what it was, or the Gauntlet. It was okay to get people, I guess, excited for the surprise appearances here and there. We then had the Knockouts title match. We had Tye Valkyrie defending her Knockouts title versus Tenille Dashwood. Tye Valkyrie, who is not only the Knockouts champion, she's also the AAA Reigns champion. She is currently the longest reigning Knockouts champion in company history. The match, for what it was okay. Tye came out with Johnny Bravo, who was walking a fake dog. He was also dressed as Joker. There's a moment in the match, like near the end almost, where it looked like Tenille was going to get this win, if you win the belt. And Johnny Bravo pulls Tye's leg to the corner, like to the ropes almost, and the referee catches it. And he basically kicks Johnny Bravo out of the ring set area to go to the back. And then before he leaves, he throws a chain to Tye Valkyrie to use on Tenille Dashwood. Tenille counters it, and it looked like she was about to win, right? But instead, Tye Valkyrie managed to pull through. She literally pulled through, locked in her Road to Valhalla, which is basically a double chicken wing facebuster. And that was it, a 1-2-3, and Tye Valkyrie remains the Impact Wrestling Knockout Champion. So her long reign continues. I really wasn't expecting Tenille Dashwood to win the belt just in her first attempt. I mean, I think she'll get there eventually, but it's not going to be right now. At the same time, there's been talks of Tye Valkyrie going to WWE. Apparently, there's been talk that Johnny Impact, John Morrison, is now there officially. He hasn't made a debut yet on WWE program, but what I'm hearing, it looked like Tye might be making that move as well. So likely, she might drop the title at the tapings coming up, but we'll see how that works out as well. We'll see. Moving on here, we had the triple threat tag team match for the Impact Tag Team Championship. We had the North of Ethan Page and Josh Alexander defending the tag titles versus Rich Swann and Willie Mack, and the team of Rhino and Rob Van Dam. I actually enjoyed this match. More than anything, I enjoyed it for the team of Josh Alexander and Ethan Page. I said this a long time ago. I really wish Impact Wrestling could remake a new modern version of Team Canada. Like, you have the pieces there. You have someone in Josh Alexander. Yes, someone in Ethan Page. The North, right? Add Scott D'Amore as the manager, right? And add someone else, another Canadian, right? Why the fuck not? I wish they did that. That's just me, of course. But hey, man, it is what it is. Everyone got their shit in here, man. Everyone got their spots in here. Willie Mack did a standing moonsault in the middle of the ring. Someone of his size doing that, it's amazing. It looked like Rhino was gonna go for a gore, and then Rob Van Dam hit a super kick on his own partner and laid everyone out. Because there was a moment early in the match where Van Dam was about to go for the 5-star frog splash, and I guess Josh Alexander grabbed onto his leg, and he watched, I guess it was Willie Mack, or I think it was Rich Swann hit a frog splash in front of Van Dam. And Van Dam had this look on his face like, what the fuck, dude? You used my finisher. And after that, Van Dam hit the super kick on Rhino, laid out everyone, and walked away. Pulled his hair. He took his little thing in the back. He pulled his hair down, right? Took it out of the ponytail, walked away. And with that, the North managed to capitalize. And they got their finishing move in, and they retained the Impact Tag Team title. Which, again, I enjoy the team. I just wish, honestly, they would remake Team Canada. That's just me, of course, okay? Just being honest with that one. We then had Michael Elgin versus Namichi Marufuji. A dream match they were hyping up. New Japan Pro Wrestling versus Pro Wrestling Noah. Because, again, Elgin did wrestle in New Japan prior to coming to Impact. I'll be honest. It's not that I didn't like the match. The crowd sucked throughout this match. This match felt like it went long. It felt like it went forever, to be honest with you. And the crowd really wasn't getting into it. Yeah, they were chanting. The crowd chanting, this is awesome. Like, they picked it up at the end. But to be honest with you, I get what they were trying to do. They're trying to do that, the strong style, right? Strong style, right? Because we got to do a strong style match, right? Impact Wrestling, they always do a no DQ match. They do some random heel turn every pay-per-view. And they, for some reason, will continue a storyline. But still, that's always been the case with Impact Wrestling. And here, they try to do a strong style match, which, again, wasn't bad. Okay? I just wish, though, that it wasn't that long of a match, right? Where they're just hitting a move for the fucking sake of hitting a fucking move. And the crowd really kind of just killed it for me in a way. But eventually, Michael Elgin did pick up the W on Marufuji. So there was that, right? And yeah, after that, we go to the intergender ladder match for the X Division title. Jay Chris defending his championship versus Ace Austin, Tessa Blanchard, Daga, and Ace Romero, who's now being called AC Romero. And apparently also, AC Romero has signed the deal with Impact Wrestling. So that's another good pick up on them as well. I thought this match was very enjoyable, believe it or not. It really, really was. And I'll be honest with you guys. I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. I really thought going into that match that Tessa Blanchard was going to be the one to walk out with the new X Division champion. Oh my God, right? Think about that. What would have happened if Tessa Blanchard would have walked out as the X Division champion? It was funny. I said that in Bound for Glory, prior to the Slammiversary match with Sami Callihan, that don't be surprised if they put Tessa Blanchard in the main event of Bound for Glory. And I was wrong, and I'm happy that I was wrong. I really, really was happy that I was wrong. Okay. This match was literally been all over the place, okay? There's a moment in the match. Let's talk about it right now. Ace Romero's on top of the fucking ladder. All right, keep listening to my Ace Romero's 400 pounds. And I get it. The X Division is no limits. I get that, okay? And he's literally on top of the ladder, right? About to grab the title. And I guess Tessa pushes the ladder. And outside the ring is a table. Because why the fuck now? Why would there not be a table, right? And just a visual of the height of the ladder. A guy who's 400 pounds just standing there, ready to fall. And he falls, and it looked like his right leg touched the top of the top rope. Just the visual of him falling looked scary as shit. It really, really did. It looked scary as shit. Daga in this match, who's did a suicide dive Canadian Destroyer on the outside. I want to believe it was done to, I think it was to Ace Austin, or Jay Christ. It had to be Jay Christ, right? But anyway, it looked like Tessa was going to win this match. It looked like Tessa had this match done in the bag, right? Fulton comes out, so did Dave Chris as well. They both come out, the two guys from OVE, to try to prevent it. Tessa pulled through, and it looked like Tessa, again, was going to have her moment, right? The first woman to be the X Division champion. I could be wrong on that, right? And then out of nowhere, Ace Austin gets up on the top of the ladder, grabs his wand, his magic wand, if you will, right? And lays out Tessa Blanchard. And Ace Austin, who early in the night was trying to kick it to Alicia Edwards, the wife of Eddie Edwards, right? In his fucking towel, right? Wins the X Division title. So that's the only title on the show that changed hands, basically. Right? And I get it. You want to get a reaction, get people upset. Hey, Tessa was so close, but yet so far. And let's see where this goes. At the same time, again, it looks like they're going to build onto this. I assume that the OVE and Tessa thing will be over with. Because again, Bound for Glory is their WrestleMania almost, right? And at these big shows, this is where feuds end. And I feel like Tessa and OVE is going to continue happening when it really shouldn't. It should be done with it, move on, right? Granted, I'm pretty sure Tessa will still be wrestling men on the roster, which is fine if you're into the intergender wrestling. But hey, we'll see what happens. We then had Ken Shamrock versus Moose. They played a video package hyping up this match, right? Of Moose going into Syndicate MMA, where Ken usually trains, and beat up on Ken's students. I thought it was pretty good, and all that stuff. Ken Shamrock still looks in amazing shape. Let me just say that right now. For a guy his age, holy shit, right? Opening the match starts, and Ken Shamrock does an Undertaker dive to the outside of the ring on Moose. Keep this in mind. You would not expect Ken Shamrock to do something like that, right? And here's the thing about it. He didn't embarrass himself. He did not embarrass himself at all. That was my only worry. Like, okay, will he go out there and will he embarrass himself? Like, make himself look terrible? And no, he actually hung in there. He stood his own. Frank Trigg was at ringside, managing, I guess, Moose for this one. Moose had like a special entrance as well with some rapper, which, again, it is what it is. But they had moments where it looked like Ken was going to win. Shamrock did a belly-to-belly suplex. He did an ankle lock, did an arm bar on Moose. Moose also had some moments in this match too. There's a moment where obviously Ken had the ankle lock on Moose. It looked like Moose was going to tap out, but then Moose grabbed the referee and just pushed him into Ken. Frank Trey got involved too, but got laid out by Shamrock. And Moose was limping. He was limping, but eventually, on one leg, he spears Shamrock for the 1-2-3. So Moose, throughout all this shit, found a way to win, which made sense. You want the guy on your roster now who's established to get a win over this quote-unquote world most dangerous man, right? At the same time, too, I really wish Moose would be challenging for a championship, like the world title. That's my honest opinion. But we'll see where they go with that. We find out that Impact Wrestling will be coming back to pay-per-view come January 2020 with the show that's going to be called They Don't Kill. Hard to Kill. They go Hard to Kill. I'm literally botching all over the place today. January 2020, Impact Wrestling presents Hard to Kill. Which, if you noticed, if you watched the show, people were wearing shirts, Hard to Kill. So they kind of gave it away, like you knew, okay, but hey, they're coming back with that show, January 2020, their first pay-per-view of the new year, I guess under the Access TV regime. So we'll see how that turns out and the build-up to that as well. Main event time for the Impact World title, Brian Cage versus Sami Callihan. Apparently, early in the show, they announced that Brian Cage requested to Impact Management to make this match a no disqualification match, because that's Impact Wrestling for you. They always gotta have their hardcore style match because they can't help themselves, right? I did enjoy the video package, the promo from Callihan from last episode of Impact, where he got real with it, if you will, right? And how people don't understand him and stuff like that, and I enjoyed it. I really, really did. Here's the thing about it too. I know a lot of people were expecting Sami Callihan to win. Right, the match itself, I actually thought, okay, it was enjoyable. It was a hardcore match, basically. It was your basic hardcore match, right? There's a moment in the match, in the whole beginning, right, where Brian Cage comes out like Wolverine with the claws and shit, and he grabs the claw and slashes it on the head of Sami Callihan. Callihan starts bleeding from the top of the forehead like crazy. Brian Cage starts bleeding from the from the lip, right? So there's already blood at the beginning of the match already, right? And they were going back and forth, beating the fuck out of each other, which was even insane. Even fucking insane. Callihan does a pile driver on the cage, on the guardrail, which they had, I guess, bridged with the steel steps and I guess the apron, or the guardrail, one or the other, right? But again, these two guys went out there and they beat the fuck out of each other. It was insane. Even Don Callis on commentary was saying, holy shit. Fucking commentary. And I'll be real about it. I know a lot of people going into this match was expecting Sami to win. There's literally near the end of the match, Sami brings out thumbtacks. He lays it on the canvas, and he pile drives Brian Cage onto the fucking thumbtacks. That should have been it if you think about it, right? But Cage kicks out of one. He kicks out of one. To me, and again, I guarantee you, even Jim Cornette will probably like cringe with this one. You don't kick out of one. I'm sorry. I get it. He's a machine, Steve. He's a machine. But no, if you're getting if you're getting hit with the pile driver, even if it's with no thumbtack or thumbtacks itself, you don't kick out of one. That's just me. Give me a 2 count, whatever, but still, you just don't kick out of one. Okay? But then, literally like 30 seconds later, Callihan hits the drill claw, if you will, right? His finishing move onto Sami Callihan for the 1-2-3. onto the thumbtacks. And with that, and listen, I understand Brian Cage needed to win. I get it. I understand, right? He needed to get revenge for what Sammy did to his wife and all that. I get that. I understand completely. Don't get me the fuck wrong. But that ending just felt so fucking flat to me. It felt so fucking flat. The match ends, the 3 count, it's over with. Out comes Melissa Santos. They're embracing in the ring, and then that was it. We closed the show. I felt like they could have gone a little longer. That's just my opinion, of course. Again, maybe it's like a Fight TV situation where time constrictions. I don't fucking know. But still, even with all of that, I enjoyed myself watching the show. I thought, again, Impact Wrestling, I look forward to seeing what's going to happen when they make the move to Access TV. I look forward to seeing what happens. And again, you look at the wrestling, spectrum right now, right? What you have happening every single week. You have Mondays, you have MLW Fusion, you have Monday Night Raw. Tuesdays, you have currently now NWA Power, you have AEW Dark, and real soon, you have Impact Wrestling on Access TV. You have Wednesday, the Wednesday Night War between NXT Live and AEW Dynamite. You have on Thursday, I guess no wrestling happening, so that's basically your day to catch up on what you missed. And then Friday, you have SmackDown, Friday Night SmackDown, basically on Fox. So you have all these wrestling shows happening throughout the week. All these hardcore fan, you're loving this shit. But god damn it, yo, when is enough? Holy shit, there's way too much fucking wrestling right now. But that's just my honest opinion. Again, I enjoyed Bound for Glory. I welcome your thoughts in the comment threads below, or if not, let me know on Twitter @HeelSteven. All right. If you have not yet checked out the live edition of Around the Point that I did early in the day, go give that a watch. It's up in the video archives of the channel, where I gave my thoughts on the entire situation regarding Bischoff getting removed from WWE, Mike Kanellis wanting his release, and Marco Stunt, the outrage from Dynamite. Go give that a watch. It's in the archive of the channel. All right. But I'm about to head out. You can follow me on Twitter @HeelSteven. All right. I'll be back sometime this week for more stuff, more content. All right. But yeah, this has been your Bound for Glory review. Thank you all for watching. And with that being said, guys, this has been Around the Point.